us to something more? What if we set out upon the waters, sail till we lose sight of shore? The light and the wilderness, we were made for all of this. You alone, my confidence, ready for it all. This is who we are. This is where it starts. The rush of the unknown, awakening these untamed hearts, reaching out beyond our hesitations, knowing how we've come so far. The veil is getting thin, more than just a glimpse in time, speaking to the soul of every longing, calling it to deeper light. The light and the wilderness, we were made for all of this. You alone, my confidence, ready for it all. This is who we are, and this is where it starts. 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 We were made for all of this. You alone, my confidence, ready for it all. This is who we are, and this is where it starts.
Welcome, everyone. We are gathered here today in the sight of God to stand as witnesses as Chad, Martin, Stepanian, and Mariah Rose Douglas declare the desire to be united in holy matrimony and to spend the rest of their lives together. You've all been witnesses to the lives that they have lived leading up to this day. Whether it was watching Chad enjoy his love of anything automotive and hunting and becoming a hard worker, something that he credits to his parents Chuck and Judy, two people that he loves and appreciates beyond all measure for giving him and his brother Cody a second chance in life. Or maybe you've witnessed Mariah develop into the beautiful woman whose love of family has grown stronger as she builds her own. She says that her steadfast appreciation for family comes from the fact that her parents Robert and Sandy always put family first and have been there for her at every up and down that life has placed in her path. However, your presence here today is not just to serve as a witness to another momentous occasion in their lives, but declares to this couple your willingness to support them, and if necessary, hold them accountable to their commitment to love and respect one another. You are here today as friends and families of either Chad or Mariah. However, from this day forward, you are no longer just one, but both. From this point forward, your responsibility is not to choose sides, but to choose this marriage. If Chad or Mariah ever come to any of you with trouble or concern, you are to turn them towards one another, not away. Marriage is a most honorable estate, created and instituted by God himself. It is meant to reflect the bond that rests between Christ and the church, and should therefore be built on truth, respect, and abiding love. Who is it that gives this woman to this man? Chad and Mariah. It is at this point in so many weddings that the officiant would begin to tell you how great it is to see two young people fall in love, or how that marriage will bring you happiness beyond measure. I too would love to be able to say that, but I would be doing you a great disservice. I have never liked the phrase fall in love. It implies, the word fall implies it is a season or an accident. Love is neither. It is not a period of time nor a coincidence. It is a willful and deliberate act. It is something that you choose to do and must continue to choose each and every day. And as for happiness, you can comb the Bible from front to back, and you will never find the word happiness referenced to marriage, but holiness. Happiness is for each of you to find. Only then will your marriage have true joy. You may be seated. Chad, do you take Mariah to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only to her forevermore? That'll work. Mariah, do you take Chad to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only to him forever? As we have mentioned, and you two have just vowed, love is a bedrock of marriage. And as we all know, love is not a feeling but an act. But how do we know if our acts match the word? Well, for anything in life, we turn to the Bible. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, it's also known as the love chapter, it reads, "Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endure all things. Love never ends." At any time in your marriage, if you want to know if your actions reflect what God intended by love, simply replace the word love with your name. Chad is patient and kind. Mariah does not envy or boast. Chad is not arrogant or rude. Mariah does not insist on her own way. She is not irritable or resentful. Chad does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. For in the end, love bears all things, endures all things. Love never ends. At this time, the couple has chosen to participate in the unity flowers. The purple flower represents Chad and all that he is and all that he'll ever be, while the pink one represents Mariah and all that she has ever been and all that she will ever be. And the two blue flowers, one represents Carson and the other Colton, whose spirit and memory will always be part of this family. The white flower in the end represents God, as he will not only be the foundation of this family, but he will protect and guide them. As they place the flower into the single vase with God's flower, they will signify that this family will always be connected by love and protected by the Father. May we have the rings. From the earliest of times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love, an unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizing a commitment of love that is also never-ending. As often as either of you looks at this symbol, I hope that you will be reminded of the commitment to love one another you have made today. The couple have chosen to write their own vows. Chad? Yes.
Mariah, I take your hand in marriage today not only as my wife but as a mother, a friend, and my soulmate. The last years have shown a lot about our adventure, from going on a first date, awkwardly sitting next to each other without saying a word, to witnessing you become the mother to our son Carson. We have grown from teenagers to adults and have quite a journey, but I am glad God brought you back into my life. I've grown to see your true love, compassion, respect, compromise, and friendship in our lives. This year has been rough, but I know every day is a day that is a new day that I fall more in love with you and cherish you throughout our lives, up and down. And I'll always be by your side, respecting you, caring for you, loving you, pushing you, supporting you, and growing with you in every one of life's challenges and future success. And I love you and can't wait to see what the future adventures are and what it has for us in our family.
We met 6 years ago, and to this day I still remember that night at our friend's bonfire. We had no idea where life was going to take us. That first summer together were some of the best times of my life to feel. Our relationship has not been easy over the years, but we grew over time, and we always found our way back to each other. I promise to always work on our relationship and continue to grow myself and as a couple. This year has been a mix of emotions, from happiness to sadness. God blessed us with the two most beautiful boys. And I know COVID is with us today and every day. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being my strength when I am weak and keeping me going when I didn't think I would make it. Thank you for always shining the light in my darkness. Seeing you as a father to Carson is one of the most beautiful things. I love you forever and always.
Just a minute. You, go ahead. Whatever. Just go ahead. We'll now have a quick prayer for the family and the marriage. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this beautiful day, but most importantly, Lord, thank you for this beautiful marriage. May you bless it, watch over it, and guide it. May these two people no longer be one, or individuals, but be one, Lord. And when their trouble comes their way, that they turn to you for the strength that they need to carry on. It's in your Son's name that we pray. Amen. Chad and Mariah, insomuch as the two of you have agreed to live together in holy matrimony, have promised your love for each other by these vows and the giving of the ring and the joining of your hands, I now declare you husband and wife. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance unto you and give you peace. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man tear asunder. You may kiss your bride. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Chad and Mariah Stepanian.
I'm feeling like a hummingbird in springs in bloom, springs in bloom. Brand new colors like I haven't seen. quite like this. The rush, the rise, the climb. Oh, right now I feel alive, 'cause every moment here is a gift. It's never felt quite like this. It's never felt quite like this. Feels like I'm dancing in poetry, in shades of blue, shades of blue. No words, words can't ever quite explain what emotions do, like the feelings do.
Floor is yours, bud.
Everybody hear me? Alright. So this special unforgettable night is a happy celebration of a perfect pair of people who are so deeply in love with one another. Ryan and Chad have both you always liberty and strength and endless happiness in one another. Remember that love is not all about how much you say I love you. It's about what you do to prove it to each other every day. Remember to have fun together. Think of all the special moments that have brought you together today, and let those be in it and never fade as time goes on. May you continue to show your love for each other each and every day. I wish you both a long, healthy, and most importantly, happy life together. So let's all take a moment to raise our glasses to Ryan and Chad. Let us toast to the incredible and exciting road that lies ahead of them, and may their life together be joyous and full of love.
Cheers, brother. Thank you so much.
Love you,
Alright, so I want to express our gratitude and appreciation for everyone that is here today, for everyone that has supported us. I want to give a special thank you to our parents, Judy, Chuck, Sandy, and Robert. Please stand. I mean, you guys all have it, but I want to give you guys where's your parents? They have supported Ryan and I throughout all of our major events this year, and have been there to guide us and support us through everything. I want to give my parents, Judy and Chuck, an extra thank you. As many of you know, they gave me and Cody a secondary sunlight, because they took us on at a young age to give us two loving parents. I had to reflect on how my life would be and how it had turned out if I was not given a second chance in life. Ryan wanted to thank her parents for the amount of love, support, and in her words, is indescribable. They have always provided her and her brothers with a childhood of memories and laughter, and it means a lot to have such close parents. I want to thank everyone sitting up here today for the impact on our lives that you have made. I want to thank my brother for his service as he currently is deployed in Cuba. I miss and love you. And thank you for all coming, and we would like to open the floor to share comments, stories, or anything at this moment, so feel free to come forward. As long as we're G-rated.
Long time ago, these guys first Christmas at our house. Anyway, it's Christmas morning. Yep, it was Christmas morning, and here comes Chad in his onesie, by the way. he comes dancing out to the Christmas tree, and just to see the look on his face, happy he was. But anyway, that's what I hope you guys have. That's what I hope you got. Next week. Joy. With more than happiness and joy. Oh yeah.
My movie comes out. We just wish Chad and Mariah years and years and years of happiness that you've had, and we're just thankful so much for doing this person, and bring your daughter.
like this. The rush, the rise, the climb. Oh, right now I feel alive. 'Cause every moment here is a gift. It's never felt quite like this. Felt quite like this. The rush, the rise, the climb. Oh, right now I feel alive. 'Cause every moment here is a gift. It's never felt quite like this. It's never felt quite like this. It's never felt quite like this. It's never felt quite like this.
Thank you for coming today to celebrate the love and commitment of Mariah and Chad. I'm so unbelievably happy to be standing up here speaking about the love and compassion these two share. I have known Chad for the same amount of time as Mariah. I have been there from the day when they first met to the day they picked out Mariah's engagement ring. The first time these two met was at a bonfire, and after that bonfire, I was spending the night with Mariah. And she looks over at me that night and said, "Andrew, remember that Chad guy? He just messaged me on Facebook." The funniest thing though was when Mariah says to me, "And I don't even know how to say his last name." And I was just thinking, Mariah, like you don't even know his last name. It's okay. But good thing she was worried about it then. Look at her today, Mrs. Stepanian. I think secretly she was always calling herself that. Actually, I know she was because she's told me that. Even though she would tell everyone he's the one I'm supposed to be with, and we all would just think, right, the guy that's about to go to Grand Rapids in his 20s to go to college. But somehow fate really did prevail, and Mariah and I would hop in our car and go to Grand Rapids every weekend. And those road trips would be known as Brewery and Megaphone. It's all right. In those road trips, we would grab our snacks, which usually was Gardettos. And I want everyone to know that to this day, Mariah calls Gardettos Gardettos. I don't know where she gets that from.
Her mother.
But we would also get our magazines. It was usually a Cosmo to read to each other, but somehow the entire car ride would be about Chad and how much she really loved him. I have been there from day one, seeing you guys meet for the first time to today. And we are all here to celebrate for your love. I know how much Mariah adores you and loves you, Chad, because I've heard it for years. I hope every day it grows stronger and one day we will be back to celebration the 25th anniversary. And just one more thing though, Chad. She's the greatest and most important person in my life. So if you ever hurt her, whatever it is, you guys both so much. I'm so happy.
I can't top that. blessings of old friends, they afford to be stupid with them. That couldn't be more true for me at this age. I mean, I can go into all the stupid things and the stories that we've done together, but that would take all night. I don't want dinner to be cold. So I'm going to go in, I'm ready to focus on all the smart moves he's made. Because that's a much shorter list.